Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Joshua, your host, here for the raw gameplay, real moments, and the stories we discover along the way. I'm playing Destiny 2. Now, I've been playing the Monument of Triumph update since its release. Since then, I've created a really top tier hunter build that I've been using mostly to solo all the GMs and then eventually the ultimates. And now I've been using it to help people reach their rank 11. And as I'm going through and helping folks, achieve their goals, a lot of questions I get is, what is your hunter build? What perks and what perks do you use? What mods? What aspects? So I just want to go through that right now, kind of discuss what it is, how it synergizes, and then we'll demo it. So I'm going to start off with the armor pieces and then the mods I use and my stats. And then we'll move on to everything else. So for the stats, do not compromise. Get 100 melee, get 100 class. If I could change anything in my stat distribution right now, it would just be to drop 20 points in weapons. But this stat distribution is like perfect. For me, it's perfect. Almost. I would rather have 10 or 20 points into the melee, or 10 and 10. One of them, I mean, not melee, 10 into the grenade, 10 into my super, or, 20 into my grenade. This is like fine. I work with this. It's okay. Your health stack. Your health stat, I would try to get it to at least 50. I used a 4-piece set bonus for Twisted Echo. That's from Grasp of Aphris Dungeon. 2-piece gives you damage resistance along with faster reload times. The 4-piece creates a Orb of Power fountain when your shields are broken. We use that for healing, and you'll see how in a second. I use the Mask of Felty helmet for my exotic. Really strong. This is the perk for it. In case you're unfamiliar. Does Withering Blades hits and bounces, creates a small stasis crystals. And refunds a portion of melee energy. Using Withering Blade to shadow crystals or frozen targets, release a spread of Withering Blades. Now, it's wonderful. It synergizes really well with the Slayer Baron. Artifact, and you'll see how. But for now, that's what I used. Okay. When it comes to the mods, I take advantage of all font mods that I possibly can. You're always gonna have armor charge. Try to do this. I would. You're always just gonna have armor charge. So for the helmet, I use 2 super fonts and then 1 dynamo just to get my super faster, and then the fonts just take it to 110. That's all. For my arms, I do 1 grenade font to take it to 100, 1 melee font just to bring my melee above 100, and then this focusing strike just to get my class ability back faster. Chest, do not use any resistances. You won't need it. You'll see in the gameplay. I recommend 2 health fonts and then a harmonic ammo generation. The health fonts contribute to your health per orb, which we'll use for healing, and it'll just give you more health per orb. For my legs, I use recuperation, replenish health each time you pick up an orb of power. Innervation. I use my grenade for 2 reasons: burst damage and healing. So, being able to get your grenade instantly when you pick up all those orbs that you burst out of your body would do an instant healing grenade as well. And then elemental charge, just to use all the stasis charge you're going to be creating to get armor charge. Now for my cloak, I use 2 powerful attractions so that no orb is out of reach. Because you'll see that the orbs just kind of fly out of you and go nuts, and this will make it so that none of them go, out of your bounds to be able to absorb back into your body. And then one class font. I do that because I want my class to go over 100 just to give me a small bump with a overshield. It's beneficial, I promise. Now for my artifact, I use Slayer Baron. Here are the mods I use. I'm only going to highlight the ones that are most important, but for now I'll just read them off. Wind Chill, Crystalline Converter. This right here, it's really strong with and in combination with the Mask of Felty. Frost Renewal, Hailstorm, Curate of Orbs, another one, really important. It just makes it so all your stasis shards become little healing kits, essentially. Pick up a stasis shard, it'll heal you. That's what this is for. Served Cold, just for my class ability energy regeneration. And then Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze you can switch out if you want. Honestly, I just keep it because I like it. Now for my subclass, I use the Gambler's Dodge for my melee ability, Triple Jump, and then Glacier Grenade. I already explained why I use it. Grim Harvest serves two purposes. Gives you Frost Armor stacks for Stasis Shards, and gives you class ability energy for taking damage. Which we will constantly be doing, promise. Winter Shroud, I use this as a setup and a defense for your Icebreaker. You don't have to use Icebreaker. You can use whatever special you want, but I use Icebreaker because it's a lot of fun. Especially with the caddy, it's even better. Whisper of Torment. Once again, we're going to be taking damage all the time. This will just help you get grenade energy, rewarding you for taking damage. Whisper of Hunger increases your melee energy for each stasis shard you pick up. It's a must-have. Whisper of Rhyme, must-have, increases your frost armor count from 5 to 7 and the duration of it. Whisper of Fissures plays into your Slayer Baron, just makes it so your stasis crystals deal more damage when you break them. Whisper of Conduction. You don't have to use this. I do. It makes it so that shards are a hassle to go collect, and gives you plus 10 and a plus 10 in health and super free stats. If you want to do away with this, you can use Wicked Implement, the exotic primary. It also has a perk that makes it so stasis shards attract to you. Now, when it comes to the weapons I use Unending Tempest. Honestly, way better than Dead Horse by a lot. It rolls with Accelerated Assault, Chaos Reshaped, and Demolitionist, which are fantastic. You're going to want to get Extended Mag on it. The first column, do whatever you like. Doesn't really matter, for me at least. But Chaos Reshape is free damage for being in combat and will heal you occasionally. And the Accelerated Assault is free damage and will also reload while sustaining damage. Wonderful. Like I said, I use Icebreaker. You can use whatever you want. I use Borealis with this build. Also works pretty good. 1,000 Yard Stare I've used. I use Adored. I've used Matador. It's just that Icebreaker also consistently has a lot of ammo uptime. And it's just, like I said, a lot of fun to use. My heavy will switch with the activity. For Seraph, I use Hammerhead. I'm going to use that in my demo. For Lightblade, I use the Slammer for, moving around with Eager's Edge. Every other thing, I normally use Chill. I love that grenade launcher, but that Transit's pretty good as well. Choose what you want. But that's my build. So why don't we demo it? I'm going to take it straight into Seraph and show you what that's like. Apologize. I'm a little under the weather, so my voice is not at its best.
Everything is in place. I've routed you as straight a path to the launch platform as I could. I don't believe our enemies are aware of what we're attempting, but you should still prepare for heavy resistance.
Now, some fun facts. If you are running this with people and anybody dies in this beginning part before entering the cave, they will respawn at the beginning fight where the brigs are. And if they die during that fight, they will also respawn afterward. Just a little fun fact of the day.
I've gained remote access to the launch facility's subsystems, but someone is already in here. House Salvation splicers are hacking the launch mainframe. You need to find a splicer and liberate the security scanner protocol from them. I won't be able to secure the launch without it. That's a scanner protocol you picked up. It should automatically detect which consoles have been packaged and highlighted. It'll also highlight other terminal structures, so keep an eye out. Get us access to those terminals, and I'll have one perform a remote hack from here. Launch code accepted. Priming the pod for launch.
Now, in this particular activity, you can actually skip like 90% of the enemies. So just know that. You don't necessarily need to kill everything that you see.
Station. Feed looks good. Receiving you loud and clear. Scanner protocol is offline. Keep an eye out for splicers who have new scanner protocol releases.
I'm actually really surprised that blowing those up didn't break it, 'cause they normally do. Now for this next part, something if you don't know already, just knock the barrel right off the edge. It'll help. I'm destroying those guys for ammo. I know I said you can ignore the enemies, but I like my ammo. Really not gonna. Come on, get off the edge. There he goes. I hope he doesn't teleport back up. It's always the worst part when he does. Good. We did it. Now we can move on. That was embarrassing. As you saw, I've already sucked up all the orbs that came out of my guy's body. I'm already at untold stacks of 22. So I consumed them all and already got 22. And honestly, that's just how it is. too. I didn't see it too well. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting it to hit that. Now, any of these guys with the buff, if they're all near a wall, it can lock you. So, try not to finish them near a wall. Like over this edge is fine, but near a wall, it could lock you. You want out. Two. One. One. Okay, on to this next part. This next part you'll see is not that hard. There we go. Look at that. What the heck? Keep it moving. If they want to hang out outside of your little thing, you can let them. Not the worst thing in the world. There we go. Now, if you saw twice there, I sucked up all the orbs. So, this shows you how wonderful it is. There's more of those guys. Move on over here. Oh no, I messed it up. Oh, I got lucky. Oh my gosh. I've finished that guy in a wall before, and you could say a hard locking. There you go.
Have an idea. Play along. You need to surrender to House Salvation. One of Eric's cabinets has been unlocked so that make some noise, draw their attention, help solve the up. That must be helping pull off plans like co-opting the war set network. The high tech is on their own. Says Aramis are likely to persist.
See, I'm setting up all those explosions back to back because I'm using my dodge. I'm just gonna focus on ad control. tip here. You can get on this guy's head. He's gonna freak out. But ride him like a bull, it's fine. And then just shoot him in the face. Now I have target lock on this gun. If you're taking damage like I am, you can just crouch. But target lock is wonderful. He'll be dead after this little force. There we go. So I'm just going to do as much ad control as I can. You're going to have to kill them all anyways at the end. Might as well try to get it out sooner rather than later. Once again, just jump on his head. Target his face. That easy. So like I said in the very beginning, if your teammate dies before entering the cave, they normally spawn at the beginning of that fight. If they die during that fight, they'll spawn at the end. Once you get into this room down here. In here.
I cannot believe they fell for that. Transmat access acquired. Weapons incoming. Neutralize the crew and get to the front of the catch.
There'll be no cheese for this part. You're gonna see me get through it. For this part,
You're going to need to jump.
letting you know,
Carefully to get back down to the station.
the knights, just knock them off the edge. That's all you gotta do. Nothing too complicated. There we go. That was close. I almost killed myself because I wasn't paying attention. That would have been embarrassing. Now you'll notice there's one guy down there with a shield. Right there. Just shoot him. That's all you really gotta do. Just merely breaking his shield will kill him over time. Now this guy, do whatever you can to prevent from knocking him off. If you knock him off, you're gonna have to wait. So try not to do that. Gotta reload my weapons. There's gonna be one guy right up there we're gonna kill real quick. I don't play with these guys, I just knock them off. Unless I miss twice, then I don't. Okay. Guess I won't. There we go. What is going on? Why is he stuck there? What is actually happening? How is that? Try this again. I'm sorry, I'm missing so much. There we go. Okay, he's a goner. He should be dead. If he's not, worse comes to worst, I'll just have to knock him down with everything. You can ignore these explodey guys. I know you might panic when you see them. Just ignore them. They won't bother you, I promise. These guys will teleport to you. Okay. There we go. You don't have to kill those guys right there. You can normally just now you see how it broke my shield? Yeah, it produce any orbs. Now it did. Cool thing is, if it doesn't produce any orbs right away, maybe you don't have any untold, you can quickly make some, or quickly grab some shards, get yourself some untold, and it'll just produce a tons of orbs. Ooh. That guy. You're gonna primarily get to see this build shine during the boss fight. Another cool trick is if you keep your distance from your crystals, they can come up to you, keep supplying nearly an infinite amount of energy for you to keep throwing your abilities at this guy, or really any enemy. Close quarter rooms is where, or even getting an enemy up against the wall, because it's built shot the most. You'll just see that you can infinitely spam your crystals, and it's wonderful. What I like to do is first, start by dropping this, turning around, grabbing this, coming back. I gotta drop it real quick. Can't believe I didn't do that yet. There we go. Go. What the heck is happening? Whatever. We made pretty good time, honestly. Still making pretty good time.
I know that boy. He's one of Aramis's lieutenants, but he died by robot.
Now it's mostly just gonna be ability spam you're gonna see out. That's what this whole build is about. Kill these guys as soon as possible. They can make or break a run. That's if you're trying to do it solo. And these snipers. I always go from left to right. Kill these guys with the ammo. That's exactly why. You gotta take those guys out. And there you go, easy peasy.
House Salvation has more ships inbound.
But like I said, if you wanna you can use this to carry people, like I do. But that's the build. That's the demo. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Virus uploading. We're
And
done
until
here.
next time,
For now.
stay curious.
Initiated a
Bye,
statewide
everyone.
security reboot. It should disable orbital defenses and clear an exit.
About a half dozen House
Let me show
Salvation
you the
tech
stats real
inbound.
quick.
Get to your ship and get out of there.
There you go.